Hi guys, what's up? This is Manoj here from Market Ideas for Profit in a new avatar today. I am unable to share my camera screen with my cell phone for some reason, but what matters is what I speak and how I analyze the charts. So excuse me for my voice. I am a little hoarse. Had a late night yesterday, and you can guess what it was. Anyways, so we had a very interesting market today. We saw a huge gap up, and then we suddenly saw a huge fall. So it was a very volatile day, and it makes sense to analyze, to check what happened and why did we have the volatility that we saw, and what was the point that we saw the reversal from. So what you see on my screen is the Nifty futures chart, and this is the daily chart, and we are looking at what happened today and where we could have gauged what was happening, and was the reversal something that we could have spotted. So if you see, the chart has been broken down into two areas, like I always do with my volume profile. And the first volume profile is the higher end of the market, and the second volume profile is the one that we are currently negotiating. So if you've seen my my weekly analysis, we were working with this area, which I was always contemplating as a make or break area. The 19,400 actually was my make or break area, which is now turning out to be some kind of an interesting area where a lot of trades have happened. So if you see, this was the pivot that I was always mentioning, that if we break this, we could have a sustained fall, which could lead us to 19,000, sub 19,000 levels. Fortunately, the bulls have shown some good strength, and we have reversed from sub 19,400 levels. And today we saw a beautiful gap up because of the move that we saw yesterday. And this gap up was really strong, and a lot of us, if we are carrying our longs yesterday like I did, must have had a good day in the morning today, and we could have exited with huge profits. But subsequently in the middle of the day, we peaked to a level and we fell from there. So now see how beautifully this is the value area, and we have bounced down. We have actually faced resistance right at the top of the value area, and we have seen a sharp fall, which is now taking us right to the bottom. So now what we can see tomorrow is the question that comes to mind. And how do I see it happening? So let me take my pen tool and see. So tomorrow, the first thing I see is that we might tag lower, and we might tag somewhere in this area. And then we could see some kind of reversal from somewhere here. And then I expect the market to take us back into positive territory, which could then take us higher and back to the top of this range. So this is a range that we should be operating it in for some length of time, unless we decide to break on the top side. And then that could be a move that could take us to somewhere in these areas. Now, suppose we don't respond and don't take this support and move lower, that then will take us lower to the lower half of the market. But this is the likely scenario that I see in Nifty in the coming days. Similarly, let us try and analyze what we saw in Bank Nifty. So if you want to take a screenshot, we can take a screenshot of this, and it would be good for me to take a screenshot. I've taken a screenshot and I can share it with you. And now let us go to Bank Nifty and analyze what the Bank Nifty has been giving us. So let me just remove all the drawings that we had on Nifty, and this is the analysis that I'm making for Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty has given as can be divided into three areas. Like Nifty was in two areas, Bank Nifty can be divided into three areas. And this is exactly what we saw. We saw the gap up take us right. We opened higher. We went up, and then we opened higher right at the edge of the upper value area. See how important these levels are. If you notice, watch this line. This was the line which was demarcating the top, the bottom of the upper value area. We opened just right there, and then we went on to go to the top. and we found resistance. Guess where? We found resistance right at this level, which was the point of control of this value area. And this is exactly where we were forced down, and we had a brutal fall, which took us way down. And now we are at the top of the bottom value area. Now, what does this tell us? This tells us that if we can test this area tomorrow, and there can be two scenarios. Either we can move up back into this value area and take the trajectory that I think we can, or if we break down, then we will seek first support at this level, and then if we don't take resistance and don't bounce back, then we could go down, further down. So this is the way I see Bank Nifty and Nifty in the next week. Starting, I mean, the next week, this is a scenario that we can have for the next 4-5 sessions. So tomorrow is probably a small gap down, probably. Now let's see how the US reacts. But today's action can give us a small gap down, because we will be testing the top of this area. And in Nifty, like I told you, we have some travel to the bottom of the value area that we have. So these are the two things that I wanted to share with you. Hope this is a short video. Hope you can take advantage of this analysis and plan your next moves in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Thank you. Do like if you do share a like if you enjoyed this video, and like if you've not done, if you've not subscribe to the channel, do so. And maybe I will come with a fresh perspective over the weekend. Thanks. Look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Thank you.